All right, so I'm here on a Saturday afternoon with Roosevelt Island volunteers who are distributing food to the many people on Roosevelt Island who need it. Right here is Wendy Hersh from the Roosevelt Island Disabled Association. Wendy, can you tell me what you guys are doing today?
Sure. So today is our Saturday box distribution. We get small boxes that we give to people, mostly single people. And on Fridays, we get 550 bags from Evangel Church, thanks to Carolyn Marco. And I just have to express how wonderful it is, because people think Roosevelt Island is Timbuktu. We could not get any food. I called Carolyn up at 12 o'clock one day, excuse me, and by 4 o'clock she delivered 550 bags to us. So thank you, Carolyn. I mean, we're so blessed to have people like her helping our community. Mary and Pat, every single day, we are out there.
Yeah, Mary Pat.
Yeah, we go and we pick up 300 something bags. We do 160 breakfasts, 160 lunches. We have them delivered every Monday through Friday to disabled, to seniors, to people in need, people who are confined to their house. So we're doing this 6 days a week basically, and now with you delivering tomorrow, we're going to be doing it 7 days. But we have a great group of volunteers who religiously come, from the Main Street Theater, people from Rivercross, just a young couple in 540 who just moved in and just wants to give back, and they come religiously every day to help us. So we're really blessed, and I mean, this is my community for over 40 years. I think it's all of us, Mary, Pat, and me, for over 40 years. And we just want to help our neighbors. This is what Roosevelt Island is all about. So we were going to Evangel, bringing people to the food pantry there. We never thought that this would happen. So, I mean, I hope this is a long-lasting relationship with Evangel.
So Caroline, what can you tell me about Evangel and the work you're doing distributing food?
So we have a food pantry that operates on Saturdays, and we were feeding probably about 600 families, which equals about 1,200 people. We feed them breakfast, and we do ESL classes with them. But as soon as this pandemic happened and the school closed, we turned the school into a food hub for Food Bank and City Harvest. And I don't even remember how we connected. I'm not sure.
Someone gave me your number and I just called it. I don't even remember.
And when she told me, when I heard the word seniors, that's very dear to my heart. And I know that, they can't leave their house, and so, we don't want them to get sick. So I called and we just set this up, and I love the people here. They're wonderful. I love their hearts, and we're just happy to be able to bless them with food. And we're going around to all the NYCHA houses all over the 5 boroughs and bringing food to them, plus having our line. And we have deliveries that we do individually. We've delivered to almost 3,000 individual families. We've done 300,000 meals in 4 weeks that we've delivered, to all over New York, because it's just, we feel it's what we should be doing.
Where do you get the food?
From Food Bank and from City Harvest.
Okay.
And then we buy food on our own too. We've gone through $4,000 in rice, which adds up to about 200 bags in the last week. That's how much rice we went through, 250-pound bags.
And what kind of food is it? Are you getting vegetables and
so
fruits?
we give them 5 bags. We came up with this color system. So we have 5 different color bags, and 1 bag has produce, 1 bag has vegetables. I mean, that's the same thing, vegetables and produce. 1 bag has fruit, 1 bag has dried goods, 1 bag has canned goods, and 1 is like a wet bag that has meat or cheese or milk or orange juice, things like that have to go in the refrigerator.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you. We're very blessed to be able to do it.
All right, so also they have the New York City Emergency Management Department Community Emergency Response Team. The CERT volunteers help distribute the food to Roosevelt Island, and one of them helping to organize is resident Frank Ferrance. Yeah. So Frank, what can you tell us about?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that this is not just a Roosevelt Island operation. We have CERTs here from Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. They've all come here to help this community.
Yeah.
And this is the 5th week that we've been doing it with a consistent turnout, citywide turnout, to help support this community. And what we're looking to do is help build and make an investment here, because we're going to have to do this for a long while. And so we're looking to make collectively, even though I live here, an investment in this community. One of the things that we're able to do is we're able to stand up a standardized set of operations. I tell people in the orientation here, if there were a tornado in Oklahoma and it blew away the west side of town and the east side of town came to help them, the orientation you would get there is the same one that you get here, which is how to bring everyone, no matter what organization, it's all very flat, we all pitch in and all work together. It's called the Incident Command System, but it's a common approach that works citywide and nationwide, and we're doing it in this community here to support this. We've been, last week I think we had about 40 volunteers, and you're seeing all the colors here in different, vests and stuff because we each have different roles. I'd just like to call out Paul behind me. He's my operations chief, and Therese here. She's our deputy chief, and Tony here is our safety officer. And I just, Paul, if you just want to give us a quick summary of what happens here.
So thank you, Frank, and thank you. It's a pleasure working with Wendy and her team, and just to meet some new friends now. So this has really been a great connection. And just speaking on behalf of, I guess, New York City Emergency Management and the CERT team, we've done some great projects over the years, parades, and also the tunnels to tower. But there's something unique about this. This is survival. This is people who rely on us every Saturday when Wendy comes in with her lists, and we go door to door with the volunteers. And each volunteer that has worked with our CERT members here, one is just so excited to be here. We had a young lady that comes with her mom. She's 12 years old, in 6th grade, and she was just so excited just to be part of this. And that's the excitement that we see generated through all of this. So again, I'm a Brooklynite, but I know the island. I come here often. I cycle throughout the city, and I love cycling here. It is a great honor and privilege to come here every Saturday and to help out for this island and for the residents here. I'm going to pass it along to Therese.
Therese, yep.
Well, I think Frank and Wendy have everything covered. It's so easy to volunteer here, and being a part of CERT makes us safe. And being able to be a part of a very considerate operation that Wendy has created and Frank has invited us makes it really easy to volunteer in such a difficult time. I live down the street on 36th Avenue in Queens, but I feel like Roosevelt is now a part of my community. So I really want to thank Frank for welcoming me into this to be a part of it.
So, can I just say something? So I really have to thank Frank because, this is what community is about. Like, my concern, or RIDA's concern, was that people delivered safely, that they protected themselves and the people they're delivering to. And the first person I thought of was Frank and CERT. Frank immediately said yes, so it's just, different organizations on Roosevelt Island willing to work together. It's not anybody's territory. We just come together and we do it. And that's what we've been doing.
You've been doing a great job.
Just add one thing to Therese's point here is that the orientation that we give is we go over safety protocols, we go over the buddy system, and we tell people we have accountability here. So any volunteer that's working on this, if they don't report back within 30 minutes or call within 30 minutes, we're sending out a search and rescue team to go find them. And they understand this is serious business, but we take safety very seriously here. And because of that, everything is accounted for. We know where everyone's at, and it's a safe operation, and that's the hallmark of CERT and New York City Emergency Management.
Do you think this can be replicated in other communities, and is it being replicated?
So we are trying to do it. I wanted to say that, and I'm so happy you brought it up. I don't mean to jump in.
No, take it away,
We're
Paul.
trying to do this in actually Starrett City, in Brooklyn, and we got a call from the NYCEM and New York City Department for the Aging, which we affiliated to with another agency, and we're trying to replicate that very similar, actually a draft of exactly what Frank and Wendy put together here. And then also we're looking at another location across from the junction in Brooklyn College called Philip Howard, and they have the same makeup of individuals, residents, with what Wendy described earlier. Older residents that we might not always say they're in need, but they are. And especially now during this citywide national emergency. So yes, great question. And again, that's why I'm honored to be here every Saturday because I know that what Roosevelt Island started here through this process with all these partners will be replicated throughout the city of New York.
Exactly, and that's part of the intention of bringing in such a broad, part of the CERT team New York City wide is we want to take this out to Brooklyn and Manhattan and Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island.
Anybody else?
Shout out to New York City NYCEM, to the commissioner, to the assistant commissioners, to the leadership of CERT, for seeing this through, for understanding Frank's needs, and to know what's here in the island, and to also be opening to what you just said, to be open to try this model here as a citywide structure to get to other residents. And I'm sure the mayor of New York City, when he sees this, he too will give the blessing that NYCEM has given.
Great.
So I just would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to L&M and CNC, the new managers. I call it Eastwood still. Doreen has really she's had her guys come pick up the breakfast and lunches for us now because it really got too much. So every day they're bringing a truckload over here for us from the school. And then her guys they deliver the 550 bags of groceries for us. They all team up, they empty the truck for them. And then the Saturday one, they come and they empty it and they deliver it to all of Eastwood. So that has been we couldn't have done that without them.
And CERT has been able to partner with that crew to make it even more efficient. We got to better efficiencies today with coming up with a kind of partnership with them. It was we are trying and improving every week. It's not like it's a static operation. We're all very enthused collectively to improve this and to take on new and better ideas.
All right. Well, thank you all very much. You're doing a great job, and I'm sure everybody's very grateful to all of you. All right, thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Take a picture.